Good morning, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Muller. I'm really happy to be able to add a new video lesson today. I hope that you all are working and keeping up with your homework. And please know that I miss you guys very much. Today's lesson is going to be of a cityscape. The word scape used by artists usually just means picture. And we're going to look through this book today, and I'm going to show you some examples of a cityscape, a landscape, and a seascape. Remember, the word scape just means picture. So if I'm showing you a seascape, it would be the picture of the sea. This is one picture here. And if you look closely, there's some boats, and this is the sky up here, and this is the sea, and there's lots of boats on the sea right now on the water. So this would be called a seascape. Remember, scape means picture, so it would be a sea picture. And let's look at another one. This is another seascape because they're in a boat and there's water around them. So this is a seascape. This one on this page, however, doesn't have water in the picture at all. Let me bring it a little closer. There's no water in that picture at all. It's just a person. It's probably a picture of a painter. But this is called a landscape because there's no tall buildings like in a city, and there's no water in it. So it wouldn't be a seascape. It would just be a landscape. So let me show you what a cityscape might look like. Okay, here's a picture of a train in a train station. There's lots of people waiting for the train. And in the background, there's probably buildings here. So this would be called a cityscape, okay? Because a train is usually in the city area. So what we're going to do today is focus on a cityscape. Can anyone guess what this one might be? Water, boat. This is a seascape. Okay, so let's talk about how we can draw a cityscape, which has tall buildings, lots of people, cars. We're not going to draw cars, but I am going to show you how to draw the buildings. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, all you need is a crayon and a piece of paper. Hopefully you have a bunch of crayons so we can color it in today. But what you're going to do first is draw a line across the bottom of your paper. This is going to be the ground, and this is going to be where we're going to draw our buildings because the buildings sit on the ground. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do to draw my buildings is to go straight up, across, straight down. Okay, so that's one building. I'm going to make another one on this side. Straight up, this one's going to be taller, across, and straight down. Okay, so that's two. I didn't make a line across the bottom because I've already got one. So you really only need to go up, across, and down, not across at the bottom. There's no need for that. Okay, so now I want it to look like there's a building behind this one. And this is called overlapping. So I'm going to go up, taller, across, and I'm only going to make my line here. So this taller building is behind this one, so you wouldn't see the line coming down. Now I'm going to draw a building that starts here and goes down. Okay, so the other side of this building would be behind this one. But I'm not going to draw the line. There's no need for that. Now I'm going to draw a line here. It goes up, across, and down. Okay, so now I've got some buildings in front of other buildings. Now I need to draw some windows. Buildings need windows, right? So you can look out and see what's going on in the world. Try to keep them nice and straight. I'm going to draw 3. And I'm going to draw another level of 3. Trying to keep them lined up. 1, 2, 3. And what we need to get into this building is a doorway. Okay, so there's my door. I'm going to go ahead and continue filling in these buildings with windows. Sometimes buildings don't have 3 levels of windows like this one. Sometimes there's just 2. And what do I need to get inside of this building? A doorway. They all need doorways. So I'm going to go ahead and draw them and continue with the windows and so forth, because I want these buildings to look like they're real. Okay? And you can press pause and you can draw all your windows and catch up to me. That would be fine. The windows take the longest time, I think. Okay, I'm going to stop and I'm going to grab one that I had been working on yesterday. The tops of the building sometimes have these antennas. Sometimes they have these pipes. So I'm going to draw some of those. And then here's my example from yesterday. Okay, and what I have done is I added a beautiful sun, and notice that I colored around the sun carefully. I didn't just scribble all over the whole thing. If you scribble like that, it changes the color of the sun, and it doesn't look like what it should look like. Down at the very bottom, instead of just making this green for grass, I made little rectangles with my black crayon, colored them in yellow, and then I'm going to color the road black so that it looks like a city street. And what I've done here with the yellow and the black is I've decided certain lights are on in certain windows. Just like in real life, some people might be sleeping, some people might be working, some people may not be home, they might be visiting family. So when you're not home, usually to save electricity, you shut the lights out. So I wanted to make it look like there were people home, and some homes, some windows had lights on and some windows did not. And then I colored each building a different color because I thought that that would make them stand out more. The sky, I used a turquoise crayon and I colored all the way down to the road. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing that. And you can, like I said, you can press pause and catch up and then press play. Each building is going to be a different color. Please don't scribble over the windows because, like I said, that changes the yellow into a drabby color and it just doesn't look as pretty as it should. I happen to color very quickly. If you can't color as fast as me, that's fine. Okay, you see how each color that you choose makes each building stand out. So please do that. I think it would make it look really nice. Buildings can be any color that you want them to be in our imagination, okay? If we colored them all gray, then you really wouldn't be able to notice them as nicely. I hope everybody's enjoying their time with their families, and I know it's hard to stay at home and be stuck in the house and stuff, but it's to be safe, it's to be healthy, and sometimes we need to do what we need to do. But I miss you guys, and I can't wait to get back to school and be able to be with you again. Okay, each doorway can be a different color too. You don't have to just make them all black. But as you can see, it looks really, really pretty. Looks like a cityscape. Now please post your pictures once you're done with your cityscape. I would love to see them, just like you had been doing. And the bunnies that y'all made were fantastic. Made me so happy I almost cried. So great to see your work. Please share your work with me as often as possible. You can post it on the Patrick Copeland Facebook page, or you can post it in Class Dojo for me. Ask your parents to please take a picture of it so I can see how great you're doing. That would be awesome. All right. So you can see we're nearing the end of this drawing. I think it looks really cute. If you want to add a bridge in the background, you can do that. If you'd like to add a few trees, that's fine. There are trees in the city. Sometimes they plant beautiful trees to add some shade to people who are visiting the city. So this is my cityscape almost finished. So now I'm going to quick color in part of the road so you can see how nice it looks. Okay, so there, I'm not coloring over my yellow little spots there because then it would change the color and it wouldn't look like a real road. So I need you to take your time and go around them, but you can see how that's starting to look like a city street. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and continue my picture. I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson and know that I miss you very much. And here's a little heart for you to let you know just how much I miss you. Okay, see you guys. Have a great day. Bye.